Hey everyone, Pesmori here, and welcome to Trials of Innocence. Hi Chief. Okay, first things first, I want to see the place. Luna, please help me take down this banner later. Are you going to throw it away? No, I'm gonna wash it. Our office has had this one banner hanging for years, and it has never been cleaned. Just this one? I thought every law office would have tons of banners. Well, that's because Chief Thomas doesn't like covering the walls with banners. We only display one, but we have over 30 in storage, with all kinds of inscriptions. If we win this case, should we ask Galaxy to give us one? Given our relationship, it's not impossible, but I can't imagine what he'd write. Maybe something like, "Nailed it! Armagerd!" or "Goals AF!" Goals AF. Okay, that one is funny. I think it's better not to hang them. Agreed. You can't hang them by the neck. There's a buzzing sound from the ceiling. Could it be a mosquito? There's no mosquitoes in such a cold day. Didn't you learn biology? Well, then what's making the noise? It's not the ceiling light shorting out. It must be a draft coming through the window. Maybe the whole office needs a renovation? That would be expensive. How much is Galaxy gonna pay us if we win? Well, money is indeed important. For the case of Galaxy, we don't even need the desk to sort out clues. Because there are no clues. Believe me, the truth will definitely be uncovered tomorrow. To uncover the truth, we need to find the cover first, but my eyesight is declining. Same. Come on, didn't you win second place in the city's lawyers shooting competition? I could have won first place. It was just 5 millimeters away from the target. You've been so great. That championship used to be a professional shooter before being a lawyer. So anyone can be a lawyer. Yeah. Chief, last time I found a ticket for Miss Dabuki's concert ticket here. Come on, that was yours, right? Oh, you got me. I was planning to go next week, but I don't know if I have time then. Why would there be only one ticket for a concert? Aren't these tickets only hard to get? Getting even one was already quite challenging. A front row seat isn't something you can easily get. Those are reserved for the media and special guests. Well, I didn't realize that was that special. Okay, Chinese. I'm low-key curious about what that says. I know it will just probably say Luna, but I'm still curious, man. Will it waste time? Yes. But come on, you scared? Wait, what? Thunder stuff? Thunder stuff? Wait, what? What do you mean thunder stuff? What do you mean thunder stuff? Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, it translated it to thunder stuff. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna have to show you photographic evidence, or no one will believe me. Like... thunder stuff. Really? Whatever. When you blow on the window, it fogs up. This is winter. It's already not suitable to go out. It will get colder in a few days. But Chief, don't you think when our floor-to-ceiling windows are all fucked up, they'll give off a mysterious vibe? I don't know about that. But if clients can't see our office's sign from outside, that's a big problem. That's not a big deal. I'll write Drake and Thomas Co. Okay. The words you write in the fog will disappear quickly. So I'll come up with something else. Hey, don't draw a turtle next to our office's name. Oh. Chief, how long has it been since you watered the plant? It's wilting! Well, I've been so busy with the case these days. Besides White Crane, I have to take care of you too. Hey, you're not my dad! Everyone thinks you are. Thinks he is. Who has been reminding you to have lunch every day, and who has been ordering takeout for you these days? Dad? Don't call me that! What, you want her to call you daddy? Like, what? I mean, Nobuki certainly would. Are there any mystery novels on the shelf that could inspire me? And then there were none. The Algar Palin Poe collection, The Silence of the Lambs. None of these seem relevant to the case. These weren't the books I remember placing there. The previous ones were too tasteless, so I moved them to the storage. What? Those are best-selling mystery novels. Bestsellers cater to the taste of the general public, who are blind and ignorant. You casually say something so profound. Actually, I just can't stand seeing Plum's works every day. Chief placed the entire set of Genius Prosecutor in the most prominent spot last time, and it was driving me crazy. Why? You're jealous? Okay. Standard procedure. Chief, look at this. Your lawyer's license again. You really never get tired of doing it, huh? Because it's standard procedure. As long as it's with me, I've always wanted to show it to people and see what happens. I remember that Mr. Lauren from the backup law office was fined $500 for showing his lawyer's license everywhere last month. Oh, really? I better control myself. Wait, how could there be a law office named Backup? Chief, are you messing with me? Well. Allegedly they only take cases that other offices don't take, so they're called that. Their clients must be very hard to handle. Luckily, I don't work there. Okay, time to talk. Speaking of today's trial, the most unexpected part was the victim's identity. Exactly. I had a vague sense of foreboding before the trial, but knowing that it was really her still shocked me. Erica Cuccio, the head of Sky Shield who has been toying with us for years. I thought capturing her would put an end to everything, but I never expected her to meet such a tragic end. Let's save the sentiments for after the case is closed. For now, let's review the information we obtained in court to facilitate our investigation this afternoon. Okay, our biggest challenge is that we can't find a second suspect besides Galaxy. Indeed, our current evidence doesn't point to anyone else. The whereabouts of the defendant, Galaxy, and the victim, Kujio, are the most intangible clues we have. Yeah, Galaxy is likely the person who took the elevator to the 101st floor first. According to Mooney's testimony, Kujio probably entered the building shortly after via the rope ladder. As soon as she entered, she encountered Mooney, who had just arrived, and they had a conversation. And then, she went to the 101st floor of the Skyrim Trade Center. Oh wait. Yeah. According to your deduction, Galaxy was waiting for her there? We still can't be sure how much truth there is in Galaxy's words. According to him, he found a pistol on the ground. Then someone suddenly opened the light shields on the 101st floor, and he fired a random shot. When his vision cleared, Kujio's body was already in front of him. The next part of Galaxy's actions are corroborated by President Gu's testimony. Galaxy moved the body from the 101st floor, then took the elevator to the 109th floor where the rooftop is, and first opened the rooftop door. After placing the body there, Galaxy left. What happened afterward is unknown to us. After the ribbon-cutting ceremony started, and the building, already tied with cables, suddenly fell from above. This is all the information we have by the end of the first day of the trial. Although it felt chaotic in the courtroom, reviewing it like this makes it much clearer. The key question is, if there is a real culprit other than Galaxy, when and how did they shoot Kujio? All I can think of is the real culprit arrived on the 101st floor before Galaxy and hid somewhere there. Is that so? We haven't had a chance to investigate the 101st floor yet, but I remember there is nowhere to hide on that floor. Yes, to figure this out, we must inspect the crime scene. From today's trial, it's clear that Galaxy has hidden a lot from us. Yes, not only did he have ties with Kujio, but he also hid that he went to the rooftop to dispose of the body. It's hard to say whether he deliberately lied to us or was forced to keep silent because of Mr. Justice's power. Now that he's a murder suspect, and we're his lawyers, the only ones who can help him. If Mr. Justice keeps preventing him from having normal contact with us, isn't that putting him at a disadvantage? Galaxy is his only son. He shouldn't have any reason to harm him, right? Even if he wanted to, as the head of a state, he would have plenty of opportunities. Why do it at this moment? True, I really can't understand this father and son at all. What I care about more is this connection between Galaxy and Kujio. Yes, Galaxy prepared a full 200,000 in aid of Kujio. Their relationship is certainly more than just knowing each other or having met before. The relationship between him and Kujio, or rather the reason he must provide support to Kujio. We need to find a breakthrough today. Aside from hearing it directly from Galaxy, there's no other way. I have an idea. Could Galaxy be the second Cash McCon? Do you really have to make the comparison? Maybe I've watched too many romantic dramas, but Kuchio was really too complicated. Today's trial made me even more puzzled about her. After hearing Mooney's description of her and seeing her tragic death, this culprit who caused the death of the village chief and Annie had instead become more and more unfamiliar. Was she really the head of Sky Shield who toyed with us for many years and killed countless people? I don't know, but Annie's last words to her, I think they're not meaningless. Annie's words to Kuchio. Cruel and ruthless head of Sky Shield, and the kind sister showing her kindness to Mooney. Which one is the real her? Or were neither of them? She's dead now, so some of the mysteries about her are destined to remain unsolved. In any case, let's try to extract more information from the troublesome Kaidas today. I just hope we won't suddenly be put under surveillance like yesterday. Chief, there's something I can't figure out. As the head of Sky Shield who has killed countless people, Kuchio must have made many enemies throughout her criminal career. It's normal for someone to want her dead. Even I used to hate her deeply. But she was already a globally wanted criminal who wanted to be caught soon enough, and would be caught soon enough. Considering her crimes, the death penalty was likely the only option. So who would go through such lengths to kill her even under this circumstance? Not the authorities. So maybe not her enemies, but her allies, who turned out to be enemies. Kuchio's life was shrouded in mysteries, and figuring this out won't be easy. However, there aren't many motives for murder. Revenge isn't the only possibility. If it isn't revenge, could it be that she knew some crucial information and was silenced because of it? That's a good thought. If we're talking about the information Kuchio held, it would naturally be about Sky Shield. Sky Shield. Whoa. Hey, it's the... Okay, that's a bit... Okay, I was not expecting that. Could it be that she was killed because she had information about Callan's? Possibly. But as for Callan's identity, we don't have any leads yet. If the killer is from Sky Shield, or even Callan's, this case will be an extension of the Foxtail Mine. No, of incident number 761. Speaking of incident number 761, you must have noticed the pistol identified as the murder weapon. It's the sidearm of Caliburn stone that's disappeared from the scene of incident number 761 years ago. After all this time, the pistol has resurfaced. What could it mean? To make it clearer, we need to consider who actually had the pistol. After the incident, the bodies of Mr. Schubert, Chief Thomas, and Sands were found in the lounge. And the only person who escaped from the courtroom amidst the chaos was Erika Kuchio. She confessed several months ago that she indeed had the plan to kill Sands. The most reasonable inference is that this pistol had been in Cucchio's possession all along. She seized the evidence pistol during the attack on the bailiffs, went to shoot Sans at the scene, and then fled. But if the pistol was taken by Cucchio, how did she end up dead, being shot by the same pistol after all these years? And according to Galaxy's account, the pistol has been placed at the scene long before Cucchio arrived. Could it be someone else kept the pistol over the years? I don't know. The court records are limited, and it's difficult for us to trace back to the scene now. After the incident, the only person who had the opportunity to leave the court with the pistol could have been Cucchio. Should have been Cucchio. The courtroom was pitch black all the time, and she was the only one who escaped freely after attacking the bailiffs. Back then, I didn't know Galaxy yet, but during the trial, he was kidnapped by Skyshield and Foxtail. He couldn't have had the chance to encounter this pistol during the time. Wait, there was another person who suddenly appeared and quietly left the courtroom. It was him! If it was him... Luna, what are you daydreaming about? It's nothing. I just got lost in thought, haha. It's better not to casually bring up any baseless speculation, or Chief will definitely scold me. Alright, we discussed enough. Let's continue the investigation. Yeah, time is very tight today, and there are many places at the scene that need our attention. I'll clear the unnecessary evidence first. We didn't thoroughly investigate the 99th floor where President Gu was, or the actual crime scene on the 101st floor yesterday. And there's Galaxy, who has hidden too much from us. We must meet with him today. Well, there are still many clues pointing to Mr. Justice, but I really don't want to meet him again. If only he would be more forthcoming. If we do run into him, I doubt any good will come of it. Anyway, you get ready here. I'll organize the files in the back room. Then we'll head out. Yes, Your Honor. Ahem. There's some commotion outside the door. Is it a visitor? Please wait a moment, I'll... Oh my god! What's going on? Chief, you jinx! Anyway, meet him normally first. Mr. Justice Kaida, may I ask what brings you to our office? What do I do? It's my first time facing a national leader alone. I can't even speak straight. Well, in recent years, the relationship between your country and ours has opened a new chapter in history. On this beautiful spring day, I have come to visit your office to discuss matters of state. Is that all? Hopefully not. Hopefully. Discuss what? Simply put, it concerns judicial exchange and learning between our two countries. What? Our country's judicial system is developing and could benefit from your country's valuable experiences. Therefore, I come to ask if your office has defense strategies for our citizen. Justice Kaida's case. Well, we'll honor our ancestors' traditions, stay practical, and support Mr. Galaxy fully. I don't usually watch the news. I really can't handle this. That's good to hear. Eh? I've just confirmed your doors and windows are sealed, and no listening devices are present. Enough with the pleasantries. Girl, where is your chief? Please don't kill him. Chief, he's in the back room with the case files. Call him out. Yes, ma'am. Wait, ma'am? Whew, am I saved now? Hey, Charlie, someone's here to assassinate you. Because you know too much. Please don't die. Welcome, Mr. Justice Kaida. I apologize for not greeting you sooner. Luna, prepare tea for our guest. I apologize for the delay. No need. I'll be leaving shortly. I don't drink anything with unknown origins. Unknown origins? Considering Mr. Justice is the head of state, security is always a priority. Exactly. In the case of any mishap, you wouldn't be able to bear the consequences. Pardon my impertinence, but speaking of security, isn't it somewhat inappropriate for you to visit alone? I never said I was alone. Huh? My bodyguards are stationed outside. If anything happens, they'll swiftly take control of the situation. Take control? If you exceed the safety zone, they'll rush in and restrain you immediately. Oh, that's quite... Keep your distance and talk normally. Okay. How do I talk normally in this situation? Standard procedure. Mr. Vice President, this is my lawyer's license. Hello? Where is this place? Huh? Answer me! This is Draco Thomas Co. And who are you? I am Luna Ray, a lawyer at this office. Is there any need to show your license to others in your own office? No? Oops. After just a few words with him, I feel completely off. Mr. Vice President, please look at this. Is it my imagination? Or does he really look unusually severe? Mr. Drake, why did you present this jewelry? Are you trying to bribe me? Well, it's just a mistake. Luna, put it away, quickly. Is he just sensitive to bribe? This is Mr. Vice President's only son, Galaxy Kaida, right? I believe the judicial department in your country will investigate thoroughly and handle it seriously and appropriately. I've studied the history of your country's judicial development. Many of the regulations are the essence of extensive historical experience. These regulations fully reflect the wisdom of the people and the courage of reformers, who is truly admirable. Should I get a chair and sit down for his speech? Okay, showing him doesn't do shit. Okay. Ahem. The case involving my son has wide-ranging implications of which you should be aware. To prevent any adverse consequences, the case must be resolved as soon as possible. Naturally. However, sending someone to monitor us last night doesn't seem like you want the case resolved quickly, right? Are you blaming me? We're just insignificant lawyers from a private law office. We have no right to blame someone of your stature. If it weren't for my son's unilateral actions, this matter would have been handled by someone I appointed. Appointed person? Your concern for the case is evident. Not only the people who monitored us yesterday, but also your appointed person at the trial must have relayed everything to you. Ahem. This is a matter of great importance. Even my colleagues are watching closely. I will not allow their reputation to be damaged by this case. So that means we cannot obstruct the interests of these political groups? Isn't the safety of Mr. Galaxy important to you? Not unless it sacrifices his safety. What do you mean? Luna, be careful with your words. Sorry, I spoke out of turn. Justice Kaida, his eyes seemed to turn unusually cold in an instant. Rarity Lance's gauges are going haywire. It seems this tool has no effect on him. Is this the pressure exerted by a national head? It's really something. Mr. Drake, do you have any objections to my approach? There aren't really any objections. But Mr. Justice, both Miss Ray and I share some sentiments on certain matters. You are both the key figure in Neon and a relative to our client. What you seek should be his acquittal. In this regard, our interests align, but you've been pressuring us since yesterday. Isn't that unreasonable? Our affairs are numerous, and I can't always attend to everything. I just hope you can produce results. You managed to get to the first day of the trial, but despite restrictive investigations and no leads. Isn't that a concrete result? By concrete result, I mean the verdict. Have you secured it? Well, as long as we can fully investigate the scene and interview witnesses, we'll definitely do our best tomorrow. Doing your best is no different from a political rhetoric I often use. How should I believe in such empty promises? No, I mean... Mr. Justice, as the chief of this office, I will naturally show enough sincerity. But as soon as someone also present at the crime scene that day, you should facilitate our efforts, right? I've done you a favor by having my subordinates wait outside the door. No, I simply hope you can enlighten us on some issues, nothing more. That's a nice way to put it. What do you want to ask? Mr. Justice, did you see this person on the day of the incident? Oh, him. I only learned that he is David Johnson, the current US Minister of your country. I did see him when I entered the venue for the ribbon-cutting ceremony, but I didn't blame him. No one would recognize him like that. He's greeted me in the lobby, calling himself an old acquaintance, but I thought he was just some oddball and paid him no mind. What you want to ask is undoubtedly his testimony, claiming he saw me. He does know everything that happened in today's trial. Huh? It's great you could be so straightforward, so? I have many duties and I don't have time, and I don't have to accept the invitation to the ribbon cutting. Given the significance of the event and to maintain friendly relations between our countries, I attended the ceremony in person. As Vice President, my movements must be somewhat discreet. Although Mr. Johnson accidentally saw me, are you asking these questions to probe for state secrets? That's not what we mean. Then there's no need to discuss this further. Well, this is quite troublesome. We asked for his cooperation, but he turned the questions back on us. Better keep quiet and see how Chief continues. Mr. Justice, you should know that the current trial situation remains very unfavorable for Mr. Galaxy. Even though we proved someone could infiltrate the building, Galaxy's suspicions remain the same. Continue. What we need are more decisive clues and evidence, especially those that can reveal the true culprit's identity. So, since you happened to be near the scene, you must have noticed something. You keep pressuring us and have planted spies in the courtroom to monitor everyone's actions. Could this be related to the role you play in the case? What are you implying? I don't understand. Or rather, what you experienced that day might not only affect Mr. Galaxy but other individuals? Save your clumsy attempts at entrapment. Sharing what I witnessed here would cause a lot of unnecessary trouble. No trouble could be worse than Mr. Galaxy being found guilty, right? Allow me to speak bluntly. Our client is Galaxy Kaida, not you, Mr. Justice Kaida. Even if you are the Vice President to us, you are merely the client's relative. Chief? No matter how much you press us, our primary goal remains to secure the best interests of Mr. Galaxy, doesn't it? You don't have much capability, but you sure talk big. Very well, since you are very eager for the information I have, why don't I take the opportunity to make it fully public? This way you can get the acquittal you seek. What? Huh? Wait. Are you saying you'll testify in court personally? I simply want to directly prove my son's innocence, sparing you from further entanglement. As I will become a witness, according to your country's regulations, we can no longer discuss the case, right? Do as you wish. Well then, I will now proceed to handle the procedures for testifying in court. I advise cautions in your actions today. My testimony will likely bring the trial to an immediate conclusion. If you make any rash moves during your investigation, you'll have to face the consequences yourself. Take care on your way back. Mr. Vice President, take care. Is that a threat? He didn't reveal any information to us until the end. What should we do? Tomorrow he'll surely reveal something significant in court. Well. Chief, I was so scared during your conversation with him. Thank goodness you were here. It's the first time I faced someone like that. I haven't been this serious for a long time. We did get to see Mr. Justice's plan, but we ended up with nothing. Knowing he holds crucial information is still something. It's just his attitude towards the case. I'm not sure what he really wants. I even wonder if he might let Galaxy be convicted to hide something more important. Probably, yeah. We don't have time to verify based on speculations. Let's proceed with the investigation as planned. Definitely. It's already the second day and it's unreasonable not to investigate the scene. Let's hope we can avoid Mr. Justice's surveillance today. That's not realistic. We have to rely on Detective Sanford to fight for our freedom of investigation. Yeah, whether it's this case itself or its connection to incident number 761 or the identity of the victim. We're not outsiders anymore. We have to uncover the truth. Even for our own sakes. That's the spirit. Get ready. Unity Avenue, the central area of our neighborhood, and a favorite spot for Sis and me when we go shopping. If we walk a bit further east, we can reach the pedestrian street, where there's a nice hair salon we both like. Normally it's buzzing here, but with the Spring Festival coming and the recent incident, there are hardly any pedestrians. If I remember correctly, I encountered someone around here yesterday. Ah, still here. Hello. How are you? Not failing college, I hope? Beanie Baker, savor the flavor. Don't miss it. The mooncakes here are only $1 each. Well, you're still here, reaching far across these new frontiers. Wow, the two lawyers! I have a new product today. I want to ask how... Look, it's our exclusive apple-filled mooncake. It has half a whole apple inside. Like cut or just... You've just popped it inside, you know, like dead ass. Though the filling sounds normal, why is a star... How do you manage to wrap half a whole apple into a mooncake shaped like this? Exclusive means not to be disclosed, got it? I'll just cut that fucker in half. How about that? I still can't imagine it. Never mind. Since we've met, let's talk about that person. But first, standard procedure? I guess not. Isn't this my mooncake? It looks like the one I sold to Miss Kujio yesterday. Did I bring up her sad memories? If I had known she was from Neon, I should have given her a mooncake with her hometown flavor. How could a mooncake have a neon flavor? I had takoyaki filling, tempura filling, and salmon sashimi filling. What? But those fillings are too difficult to bake inside, so I just put them on top. What? Isn't that just a pizza? Moody, do you know anything about the real identity of Erika Kujio, the victim? I shouldn't ask like this. Maybe I shouldn't ask like this. Wait, what? I realized that after you said it. Your conversation skills need improvement. Sorry about that. I still can't believe it. Huh? That Miss Kujio, she was such a good person. How could she have just gone like that? The elders always say, one good turn deserves another, and I firmly believe that. If she knew about the crimes Kujio committed as Snowflake, her imagination about Kujio would be completely shattered. Although I already heard some things in courts about her identity and past. You already know? She was the head of a criminal organization and a wanted international criminal who killed many people, right? I need to think about carefully whether I need to tell her the whole truth about Erika. Generally speaking, Miss Kujio was indeed a global wanted criminal. Her true identity was Snowflake, a head of the international criminal organization Sky Shield. I really hope that was the correct choice. I'm not gonna save over this, ever. So, she was the one that caused the explosion at the court? Yes, she was the mastermind behind that incident. And before that, she had just killed an unarmed elderly man at the bottom of the mine. Are you sure you didn't make a mistake? She was so gentle. How is that possible? I understand your feeling, but Chief and I were involved in this case, and I don't think we made a mistake. Is that so? I know you have complex feelings towards her, but just don't be too upset. She suddenly took a mooncake. Took out a mooncake? Is it filled with bean paste? Actually, I only thought about it yesterday. Perhaps her hands were truly stained with guilt, and even her kindness towards me was just a pretense for some purpose. But now she's gone, and I can't ask her anymore. All I know is that when Miss Kujio picked up this mooncake, the gentleness in her eyes was real. I see. Humans are complex. How can I truly know about her with just a fleeting encounter? Perhaps so do you. Even what I see with my own eyes may not be the truth. Is that so? Upon careful consideration, when the bomb inside Annie was activated, Kujio looked surprised like us. Could it be someone else activated the bomb? No, it can't be. The only remote for the bomb in the world was in her hands at the time. She threatened to detonate the bomb in the courtroom and managed to escape amidst the chaos caused by the explosion. Who else could it be? Miss Lawyer, what's the matter? You look quite serious. I just remembered something past. But your words did remind me of something. I will try to delve deeper into Erika Kujio. Maybe she was truly the key to solving the case. That's good. I really hope the truth can come to light and bring peace to Miss Kujio. However the case ends, our lives must go on. Will your Beanie Baker continue to work this way in the future? Actually, I've been quite lucky. Huh? These days, even though I didn't sell many mooncakes, I encountered many kind-hearted people because of this incident. Miss Kujio, you two, and these two eccentric prosecutors. Also, you all questioned me. It wasn't as terrifying as I imagined. Also, you're all easygoing. So I was thinking maybe the courtroom is my lucky place. If I open my head office there, my business will be prosperous. Are you sure? There is no precedent for a food shop inside the courtroom, but you know your products already have some devotees there. Remember, before that you need a food safety license. Of course, both of you are legal experts. This must be a piece of cake for you to get me a license. Thank you in advance. Do lawyers have to deal with that? I bet you two must be hungry after talking so much, right? How about some mooncakes? I knew it would end with promoting again. No. This time, the mooncakes are on the house for you. You must be tired from working hard to unravel the mystery of Miss Kujio's case. So please, accept this mooncake and keep going. That's so kind. Thank you. Then I'll sell them somewhere else. See you later. Bye. She's really a kind-hearted and enthusiastic girl. Yeah, and she played a crucial role in today's trial. Thanks again. Wait a minute. It says Tom Yum donkey meat on the mooncake. Is it really edible? It's gonna be very spicy, that's for sure. Well, it's all yours. Let's see when I can't bear the hunger anymore. The Skyrim Trade Center is just around the corner. Today we must figure everything out. Just like yesterday, the security personnel are standing alert in the lobby. I don't recognize any of them. It seems they changed shifts. Huh? Chief, isn't that President Gu over there? Can't find someone else dressed like that. You're right. I still have questions to ask him. Let's go say hello. Ahem. Hi, Mr. Johnson. Through years of wandering, far from native lands, access from home now unfamiliar like shifting sand. What? Just now when the young lady called my name, I got a faint hint of the accent of my homeland. Thus I can't help but recite a verse. Really? The spring breeze has again greened the southern shore. When will the bright moon shine on my returning home? Hey, why are you suddenly reciting Chinese poems together? I can't help myself as soon as I saw President Gu. President Gu, may I have a moment of your time for a brief conversation? My duty as a witness is now complete. Counsels, feel free to speak further. First, standard procedure. President Gu, take a look at this. Proof of identity. I also carry two. My diplomat's work pass and my certificate from a Chinese Poetry Association. Of course, I asked myself, which of these papers truly represent me? Or perhaps both? Perhaps neither? Is Zhuang Sao dreaming into a butterfly, or the butterfly dreaming into him? Do I create these identities, or do they shape me? Whoops, I'm getting lost. But Chief, do you have any hidden identities besides a lawyer? Look, like a singer at a nightclub, a pole dancer, or a thief? Can't you come up with a more plausible hidden identities? Wow, so you do have a hidden identity. Gotcha. This is going nowhere. I heard that Mr. Gu and Mr. Justice were old friends. We had certain official dealings when he served as a diplomat in mine own country, though 'twas but a brief meeting. Oh, so he was a diplomat in your country? Being the ambassador in your country is one of the most important positions in a foreign minister, second only to the minister. He once held important position in foreign affairs and was the finance minister of finance, both of which lay his political foundation. How would you describe the young Mr. Justice? He was a talented politician. He seemed serious on the surface, but couldn't hide his ambition to achieve his goals. Sounds like he was formidable and intimidating, not even different from what he is like now. However, now he gives a sense of lacking a place to settle. As the poem goes, living in the world is like a bird perching on a withered branch. This guy likes to take control of the entire country. How would he need a place to settle? Mr. Gu, since you have such a passion for Chinese culture, have you ever thought about acquiring Chinese citizenship? The beauty of your nation's culture is akin to a matchless beauty, but mine homeland shall ever be mine steadfast mother. I cherish mine profession as much as I cherish poetry. The harmony between our two nations allows me to study poetry peacefully. It must be hard for you to maintain dual identities all the time. To pine in vain brings no relief, yet melancholy can be such a sweet relief. I don't understand. Me neither. Besides, your citizenship is one of the most difficult to obtain in the world, so I can't even ever want to. If my council is interested, you may investigate the matter yourself. I've heard about that before. I heard about that too. With a flick of the sleeve, the court convenes. High words clash like clouds in the sky. Today's debating court, with the two of you matching wits, has truly been a revelation to me. Thank you. There's a lot going on in this case. Actually, we're confused. We owe you an apology for exposing you in court. No need. It was concealment that caused the delay. If it truly hindered the investigation, I would indeed feel remorse. However, black and white, the ghost messenger, the suspicion against him, does not seem to have diminished at all, right? Huh? President Goo, are you still suspecting Galaxy? I am not an official of the court, and I have no right to accuse. But this person's strange behavior defies reasoning, and I cannot make sense of it. You mean you don't understand Galaxy's actions on the day of the murder? Verily, a gentleman should never place himself in compromising circumstances. This is the principle by which a man of honor lives. If he is not the culprit, why did he come to the scene? But a third party may have entered the scene at the time of the murder. You proved it, right? Don't you think the noises you heard at the time were more likely from the real culprit? Art thou suggesting that the strange sounds I heard were from someone who intentionally hid there? We can't prove it now, but it is possible. I see. In that case, I cannot make hasty judgments. To wrongfully accuse is a grievous fault. He's quite meticulous. My vision, alas, is limited. Merely a few scattered pebbles, unable to be carved into jade. I urge you two to tread carefully. As it stands, the evidence can't indicate the defendant's whereabouts at the time of the crime. Hermit, are you saying the movement of the consulate could have been his? I did not utter such a statement. But why would he go back and forth between the 99th and 101st floor? If this hypothesis is true, were the abnormal sounds of the 99th floor self-directed by Galaxy? No. In that case, no one will benefit from it. I'm afraid this is the first option we should eliminate. The art of war is ever-changing, as water ever-shifting. This case involves much and is more complex than I have imagined. I mean, if you think this is complicated, just look at the last one. Fucking robots and shit. I hope that both of ye may trace the origins and discern the truth of the matter forthwith. We will. This is our duty. May all go well. Only for the revelation of the identity of Gyu Gog, it leaves me somewhat regretful. Regretful? By the way, President Gyu, I've been wondering in court, did you put together this outfit yourself? Verily, I have tried with countless ensembles ere I found this attire. Ancient, dignified, best to conceal my true identity. This dress is clearly the style of a blind fortune teller, far from ancient and dignified. Isn't it troublesome to dress up like this every day? If I can retain the privilege of engaging in activities with the Chinese Poetry Association, such trivial matters are of no concern. Moreover, I have been disguising myself for many years. Transforming mine appearance taketh but a moment. Although I've seen it before, it's still shocking. Really? I mean, yeah, a little. Like, I thought his hair would be dark. Like, it doesn't make sense, the hair. Like, if you look here. Where is he? Okay, he's not here. Oh wait, he is, but he's uncovered. But if you compare it to like the passport, which is not here anymore, I don't know, it just feels like it doesn't make sense. Like the hair in particular. However, the exposure of my identity shall surely cause a great stir within the association. The association has never accepted foreigners before. After this case, the question of my stay or leave remains unsure. Well, I do believe you don't have to worry about that. You are already the vice president, respectable, and well liked in the association. In this era of information and public opinion, once your identity is announced, it will arouse a lot of interest, right? And probably a lot of Chinese women too. I mean, what? Nah, I'm just joking about that. I regret what I said. Hey man, you like what you lack. Okay, I regret it even more. Only like 10 people will watch this. Hopefully not one of them is the government. Indeed, an American gentleman with golden hair and blue eyes while spouting Chinese poetry shall surely become popular. When you become an influencer, your association will be the least to kick you out. Influencer? What's that? Like someone's popular in Tick. You know that? Bro, just say Billy, which is named after an anime character. It's true, by the way, it's Misaka Mikoto. Very nice. And if you don't know who Billy is, they're a streaming service that also published the game Soda Crisis. I wonder if someone made a 1-minute review of that game. Forget it. My granddaughter will surely be familiar with such novelties. I shall seek her counsel on these matters. Yep, if you're really popular, please do publicity for our office. Hey, control yourself. I got carried away. Yeah, see? It doesn't make sense. You see it now, right? This makes no sense. No. This is literally impossible. Seriously, we do live in an era where public opinion reigns supreme. This case happened right before the Spring Festival when most people are on holiday and involves a foreign leader's relative. God knows how many eyes are watching us on the internet. As defense lawyers for the defendant, we might have already been subjected to online abuse from internet trolls. By the way, President Gu, may I take another look at the camera you showed in court this morning? Had you not mentioned it, young friend, I might have forgotten. I can't give you it earlier in court, but now, please take it. Let me see. As I saw in court, the screen is completely black. I mean, I don't know about you, but I see this I don't know, this weird looking monkey on the screen. Wearing headphones. And a Sonic t-shirt? Oh, okay, no, that's me. This sounds like something from Henry Stickmin. No clues besides some indistinct noises. I'm not quite familiar with cameras, but why is the screen so black? Could it be the lens cap was left on? Damn it, Patrick. From SpongeBob. Why did you do that? Nay, although I'm not knowledgeable about machinery, I would not make such a basic mistake, you'd be surprised. A DSLR camera, unlike a compact camera, needs to set complex parameters like aperture and shutter speed before taking photos. I think it must be because the environment where President Goo was situated was dim, and he did not increase the aperture, whatever that is. The light entering the lens was not enough to brighten the image, resulting in a completely black screen. So, the camera actually captured something, but due to short of light, we wouldn't see it. You get the point, huh? That's it! I can't believe I didn't think of it earlier! What? Just brighten the image, dumbass. If it did capture something, we can increase the brightness of the image. Maybe some traces will show. President Goo, give me that shit. This time, I'll turn the image to the lightest and see if we can find anything. Go ahead. Make my day. It doesn't seem to work. There's still nothing. Wait, hold on, let me just... I don't know why there's a heart there. In Windows. If that's it, out of luck. Let me check frame by frame. Ooh. What? Huh. Sparks. I found it! That's it! I'm so smart! Yeah, sure, whatever. So, what is this? Is it not obvious? It's a heart-shaped halo! Its connection to the case is... Okay, what? This halo only appeared in a flash. If I go back a few frames, it's gone. Weird. President Goo, when you were filming on the 99th floor, did you notice any similarly shaped things on screen? I'm ashamed to confess that at the time, my focus was solely on the equipment, and I failed to raise my eyes. I assure thee, within the consulate, there was no such adornments of articles. This design hath been brought in by an outsider. An outsider who brought in a heart-shaped halo? It's truly bizarre. It would be too large for a pattern on clothes. It is hard to imagine who would wear such a thing. It can be figured out in an instant. I better take a picture. Wait. A heart-shaped halo floating in the darkness. If my memory didn't lie to me, I've seen something similar recently. Well, time to look at the file. Yep. Time to look at this file. Oh, I'm gonna have a good time. Oh, 118 gigs of video to watch. My favorite. The occasion I saw it was totally unrelated to this case, but... Although unclear, this photo might be an important clue. Thanks. It's just a small favor. No need for excessive courtesy, young friend. Well then, as my affairs are concluded, I bid thee farewell and take mine leave. Take care. Alright, time is running. Let's go find Detective Sanford now. There's still a lot to do at the crime scene. Luna? Chief, I got a clue! What? The heart-shaped halo in President Goo's video. I think I saw it once recently. Really? To confirm it, I need to find that pattern and compare them. Chief, right now I want to go to a place immediately. There might be important clues. Are you sure? Although they might ultimately prove to be unrelated, I don't want to let go of this possibility. Besides, this pattern might be related to that incident. Huh. Alright, I understand. Chief, I trust your judgment. For the remaining time today, come on, let's go. I'll take care of investigating the crime scene. Thank you for your trust, Chief. I won't let you down. Well, I'm gonna end things here. And I know what you're thinking. Wow, this episode's so short. Yeah, cause the next one, holy shit, man. If I start right now, I bet there's gonna be so many lore drops. I am gonna play for like 6 hours straight or something, I don't know. Or until like the investigation ends. Which will be like 4 hours or something. I don't know. It's gonna be like so eventful, I can sense it. Or I'm wrong and I'm just lazy, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm all tingly, but if I play, I'll play until my boss calls me and scolds me and stuff like that, you know, shouts at me. Be like, get your ass here! Where are you? You should have been to work like 3 hours ago. Of course I can blame the train for breaking down, but like, they'd be like, take a taxi. And I'll be like, pay me more, and then they'll fire me. So, you know, I can't have that happen. Anyway, yeah. It's a very short story, very short chapter. But, yeah, I feel like I forgot a lot of things, so... regarding the whole watching 100 gigabytes worth of video, I might not be a joke. Shit. Anyway, yeah, with that being said, man, I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Trials of Innocence. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.